There we go.
Hey!
Yo, what up, everybody?
All right, episode 63.
Is this 63? Yeah, yeah. My numbers are bad these days.
Live from New York.
Live from New York.
Live from New York.
We're back post-pandemic.
Mid?
Are we still technically in a pandemic?
I believe so.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess so. We're
It's
still
not time
open.
to let your guard down.
Yeah, we're still like New York is starting phase 2 on Monday, so
Yeah.
we're slow. What phase is Cali on? Do you even know?
The bars are just opened. I went to a bar.
That's got to be phase 4 at least.
It's got to be 4.
It's got to be 4.
It's got to be 4.
We're still on 1 over here. We're slacking. We're slacking.
Well, you guys are the epicenter of the pandemic.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, maybe.
Allegedly.
That could be. That could not be.
But welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us again for another night live on location, Jump Street in New York City.
Yeah.
Billy's back in town for a little bit.
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
Great band, Thin Lizzy. Thanks for joining us, everyone. You know me, I got to do my spiel. Follow us on all of our platforms. Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, all the stuff. YouTube is very important that we build that. That'll be very cool. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, share our things so it shows up in the algorithms. Mm-hmm. Pops up when you search rollerblading, boom, So that stuff really helps. And if you like us enough and you want to keep our show going, you want to support us, give us a couple of bucks. Mm-hmm. We have a Patreon. We
Links in the
appreciate
description.
That. Yeah.
For all of them.
And we also do super chats when we do these live things, and we give half of our super chats to our guest. Mm-hmm. So that's something you can all do. Keep that in mind.
Chats.
You can ask our guest questions that you want to ask. Also,
for the Instagram, we got to get to 10K. We're at 9,400. Is that what you said?
9426.
9426. Ooh, that's a very specific number.
It's a specific number.
You go with your numbers
today.
To
be precise. Yeah.
So let's get to 10,000.
Yeah, when we get to 10,000, we're going to have a party. We're going to do something special.
Anybody who doesn't follow us, please follow us on Instagram. Help
Definitely
us get that
a giveaway.
10K.
Definitely some kind of giveaway.
Some sort of giveaway. We'll get you all good.
Maybe a party.
Pizza party.
I don't know.
Pizza party? Jump Street style pizza party?
Yeah, we can do a pizza party.
All right, we can definitely do that.
We're big pizza guys.
I'm down with a party. Okay. I haven't been invited to a party in a while. No one likes me anymore. All right, let's talk about our sponsor.
We have to talk about our sponsor.
Hit Bomb or Hit CBD.
Yeah, Hit CBD.
Hitbomb.com. You got to bring out the props.
Yeah.
If you go to hitbomb.com and use code JumpStreet at checkout, you will get 15% off your entire order. They also do free samples too. So if you're on the fence, if CBD is good for you or you want to try a specific brand, go to hitbomb.com. They have free samples there. You just pay for shipping. It's like 50 cents or something like that. Mm-hmm. And they'll send you a nice little packet. I
literally just put some on my ankle like 10 minutes ago.
I smell it.
You could smell it.
I smell it.
It's like if you like Tiger Balm, it's like Tiger Balm times 10. Yeah. To be fair. So it's just like making me feel really comfortable.
That's a really good description of it. Yeah, Tiger Balm times 10.
It's like that.
Tiger Balm to the max.
So that's this. I still haven't tried this, but Austin's the one that has vouched for that.
The Hit Balm for all you older skaters out there, even younger skaters. Yeah. All the aches and pains, sore joints, muscles, all that stuff. The Hit Balm is perfect for that. Rub it on, you'll be good to go.
Hitbomb.com.
The Hit Drops too. The CBD oil, 100% plant based. You take this straight up.
So it's good for vegans.
Good for vegans, yeah.
Nice.
Vegans love this stuff.
Awesome.
I mean, probably.
I would imagine so.
But I've been taking the Hit CBD drops for a while, and I love them. I'm fresh out right now. I need a re-up, but check it out, hitbomb.com.
You get 15% off if you go to the website and you put Jump Street as the code, JUMPSTREET.
You're going to need letters and your numbers tonight. On point tonight.
Hitbomb.com. Thank you very much.
Also, check out Get Rolling, the homie Miguel Rodriguez. He does all the motion graphics for this show, and he does a lot of animation stuff. He does like Ricardo Lino and stuff. He just started a soft goods brand from Portugal. Check him out at Instagram _GetRolling_ and have a link to the website in the description right now. Nice shirts, nice hats, and
nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy. Great guy.
Yeah.
And he's putting all his artistic endeavors and passion into the sport that he loves pretty much. So this is his outlet for that. And check him out. Get Rolling.
Bladers supporting Bladers.
Definitely.
Wow, it's amazing.
Boom. Oh, that shit flew.
Look at you being crazy.
Woo!
Okay.
Friday night, baby.
Well, yeah, Friday night we have a very special guest.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, we would like to welcome our very special guest, Matthias St. John. Welcome. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up? Put the headphones on. Rock him. Yeah. We got okay, here we go. I wasn't getting any comments before. We're hotspotting from my cell phone because there's no service right now. but it's still working great.
Is this too tall for you? Do you need to? You can lower it here.
I've been wondering. Yeah, when I.
You want to lower it?
Yeah, you can lower it. You can tilt
this knob on the side.
Go.
Oh, he's gonna go Bob Barker.
Yeah,
he's gonna go Bob Barker on.
Go handheld. I like this one the most so far.
Ray, is he Frank?
Wow.
So far the most comfortable.
I like that. That's awesome.
Way I chose. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Thank you.
How you enjoying your? You've been on a little bit of a mission lately.
Yeah.
I've been seeing you doing some traveling since the midst of the epidemic.
I just got more people to skate with, so I've been having fun skating.
So it started with you, I think, going to Schmitty's, right?
Yeah. Gabe just told me Joe was there, and I'd wanted to meet him for since I seen his Vine Street section. Well, what he did with Tom, and that was it. I just said, "Let's go." He's like, "When?" I said, "Tomorrow." What are you doing? Let's go.
I didn't know you just met him in that trip.
Yeah, no, it's just like we had so many mutual connections. It just made sense to zip off and go.
Yeah, because you lived in Australia for a while.
Yeah, a year, 3 months, as long as I could.
How could you do that? I thought it was like 3 months.
It's if you get a work and holiday visa, you can do that. You can then do that, because if you get a tourist visa, it's 3 months. So I got the tourist visa and spent the 3 months there, and then went to spend the rest of the
Did you actually work there, though? Like, to make it legit?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like you had a good time.
Definitely worked there. The work was amazing. Well,
it was good.
It was terrible at first. I was just washing dishes because that's what I'd done to get the savings just to travel in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something I was comfortable with. And I was kind of locked in a place, I was inside all the time. Like half my time, just scrub, and work in a kitchen. It worked because you got nice food and stuff, and I was able to pay rent and stuff. But
I get to eat for free if you work in a kitchen.
To a degree, yeah. A lot of times,
sneak a shrimp here and there.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we bring it back? How did you end up going to Australia or wanting to go? Because you're originally from Chicago.
Yeah. Well,
or in suburbs.
Okay, so I was with Jonah. He spent some time with me in Detroit.
Superheld?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. And then he just told me that they were all going to Europe and stuff, and I'd save some money. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna do this or that." And I was like, "Wait, should I invest it?" And I was like, "I'm not investing it." And then I just thought about it. I was like, "This is like a trip of a lifetime. Like everyone's going to Europe. It's definitely time to go."
Yeah.
And you were there too.
Mm-hmm.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
What trip was this?
Oh man, Roskilde.
Roskilde. Oh, you went to Roskilde.
Yeah.
Feels like Roskilde here with the fireworks going off right now. What the hell is going on?
With the Summer Clash.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We did the whole thing.
Germany. Yeah. Well, so what I did before I left is I looked at the price of tickets and to see if I could actually make it all around the globe, and I had enough, so I budgeted out all my stops as much as I could to figure out how to get to Australia, because it just seemed amazing there. And I mean, I'd met Gavin. He came to Chicago for $100 hustle a long time ago. It was actually one of the best ones we ever had.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
I was out there for that. That's when I met you.
Half he was. Everyone was there.
Be Free.
Yep. Sean Darst.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
That was one of the most fun times.
What's his name? Dave the Dreads.
Dreads.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Dave Dreads.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, no, but that was a good one. That was really good. PJ was there.
Yeah.
Rory.
Everyone. Alex was there. Brosco was there.
Was he? Yeah.
Was Farmer there? He might have been there as well. But that was just packed with so many good people. That was fun.
Yeah, I remember that.
You went from Europe straight to Australia?
I stopped in Thailand because when I was at Roskilde, I talked with Richie, and he said, "Yeah, come on through." And then they were doing this thing called the Asian Beach Games. So they have their own Olympics that Thailand sets up, and Richie was just set up to be a coach for the Olympics, and it was on primetime TV, and
You were in it?
I remember that. No, Richie told me he had like they hired him in Thailand to like train like I think Warpage.
Yeah.
Some of the guys for like
like
was it the national team or something like
yeah,
that?
like Thailand's national skating team.
It's like a real job, but he got like a real salary in a place that's like very inexpensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Like Thailand had a skate team.
Yeah, they straight up let them train at that skate park for months. It was amazing. So.
Did you train with them? Like how long did you spend in Thailand when you did that?
I got there the day after their runs, and they were still just skating around and having fun. And yeah, it was just amazing to be there. And I spent about a month in Thailand just hanging around.
I fucking love Thailand.
Riding
the place
scooters.
is amazing. Yeah,
it is so much fun.
I didn't get to skate there though. I'm sure skating is probably really fun too.
There's so much to skate in Bangkok. We were in Phuket, and there were still tons and tons of things every single day. Wake up, go out, ride the scooters, zip around.
How long did you stay there for?
A month, yeah. And then, oh man, when you're with No, you just, there's so much good food. And he knew all the things to order.
Yeah.
And it was just, oh man, every day was incredible.
You get the best meal for like $3 there.
Yeah.
$2, $3.
So much. I know you're crazy about food.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're really good about like cooking like good breakfast. I remember like being on that tour in Europe with you. You're just like setting up breakfast for everyone. Super good. So much fruit and avocados.
Try to find the good things.
Yeah.
I'd been in a kitchen for a while, so it just came natural to make food. Yeah, it was fun.
So then, you're there for a month, and then
I went he got me set up in Kuala Lumpur with one of our friends, Zafri, who, passed away recently, or a while back, but I missed that back. Anyway, motorcycle accident.
I'm sorry to hear, man.
It's okay, though. But, no, he was amazing. He's just, like, everyone in Kuala Lumpur, like, welcomed you in with like such hospitality.
This is Australia, right?
No, Malaysia.
Okay, I don't know that area of the world. I'm like
so unexplored area.
Sorry about that.
Southeast Asia has so much. It's one of the best places I've been.
Really?
All of it, incredible. Weather's amazing. It's just super.
You hang out with Dash in Malaysia?
Yeah.
He's the man, Dash, right?
Dash is amazing. It's just like skating was like brand new there almost. It felt like the 90s, like it just hit. There's people in like hijabs and stuff skating, like girls skating, and just like it was just like something I'd never seen. Just like a huge community. They had 2 skate shops. They got Wheel Love, they got Edash's shop.
Did they have the park at Edash's shop back then? Because there's a park there now.
I don't think so. There was one at Wheel Love. They might have had one.
Oh, maybe they switched or something. I don't know.
That would make sense. Yeah, it was like in an alley. That was a lot of fun to skate it. I made a bunch of edits of it on like YouTube and stuff. But that was fun. So
you stayed there for a bit without Richie.
Yeah. He just like, cause my visa was running up, so I went to. I don't remember if my visa was running up or I just had run out of budget for Thailand and had to go on to the next place, and it was Singapore to then go to Australia, which was.
I did the same exact trip that you just explained. Went from Europe to. Oh, actually, I didn't do Thailand. Did Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Australia, back home.
That's amazing.
Like that's funny that you just said like the same exact thing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You went from like the cheapest part of the world to like the most expensive part of the world almost.
Yeah, pretty
that's
much.
A complete like different change of pace for that.
Yeah. Australia, oh my gosh, because I remember Richie was used to paying like $300 for rent, and Richie just goes, yeah, you'll be able to find like something for like $300. I'm like, yeah, okay,
a week.
I'll get exactly. And then I get to Australia and they're like, yeah, rent, you'll find something $300. And they're like, a week. And I was like, a week. And I was like, oh, how am I gonna do this? Oh my gosh,
I need to get a tent, find a spot on the beach.
Dude, Gavin got me set up instantly for a bit, and then I started paying around to once I found a job. And I found a job. Yo, it was so easy to find a job. I just rode down the street in my skates and just walked into the first kitchen I saw and said, hey, I'm from America, I need a job. He goes, yeah, okay, I got something for you. I couldn't believe it.
No way.
First place.
That's like some New York stuff.
Dude,
that's like New York stuff.
It was out of control. But the job, it was cool because it was like this juice press place. But I ended up working there too long and being the only person who worked there and not making even enough to pay my rent or get food and stuff. So I had to get out of there and then shift to the other job, which was way cooler because there was actual money in it. It was still like minimum wage, but minimum wage there is $15 an hour. And then if you're on holiday, your holiday's like 3 times. I remember I was dishwashing and making $43 an hour. It was just ridiculous.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How?
Just because
if you're on holiday.
Yeah. And their holidays are different than ours. So they're like...
You like 3 times rent or 2.5, 2.5 times pay?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like...
Take notes, America.
Christmas.
Yeah, they got a really good economy
or something like that. Or it was just
I think they have a super low overhead, though. Just a few million people in the whole country.
Mm.
They don't have too many.
That makes sense. Yeah.
We got 330 to contend with. It's pretty tough.
Right. Yeah. I guess it is.
Yeah.
But how was your time skating in Sydney? Because I know that place is phenomenal.
It was just spots all over. So that was great. But then once I stopped doing the dishwashing, my friend Al Riley was like, yo, you should try this bike messaging thing. I was like,
that's sick. You're a messenger. That's tight.
Because like a lot of my friends who got me into like biking also passed away and stuff, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to get back into that and stuff. But then I got into it and I was just like, you're kidding me, $15 an hour to ride a bike and then like commission and then tips, and then like being American, like everyone in Australia, like when you're just ordering food, they're like, oh, we love to be Western here. We want to show you how much we tip and stuff. And I'm just like getting $20 tips and then like $15 an hour. And then just, it was amazing. It was like over $1,000 a week. And then like I had to pay like $300. I was just like, this money's going up. I was like, can I do this forever? And I was like, no, your visa's over. I was like, oh, no.
You can't renew a working visa though, more than a year?
No, because they only want people who have specified skill sets. So like
they're very tough with their immigration.
Yeah.
I heard really hard.
Yeah, you've got to be doing something
like more meaningful to their economy than a bike messenger.
It's the term they put out is to fulfill a job that another Australian couldn't fulfill. But
oh damn, that's tough.
Yeah.
That is tough.
Australians are very dynamic people. They got all the jobs.
So you already finished with rugby. That's already out.
Yeah.
You're already out. You're already out with soccer. Right?
They
dingo hunting. Dingo hunting.
Dingo hunting. Right?
They say that, but I knew someone who was just working at a call center and got the visa as well. But
it's tough.
Sometimes you got to know somebody, I guess, with shit like that.
It's expensive too, though.
It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think the school visa is the way to go. You got to pretend like you're in a class or something like that.
I did hear about that. Yeah, that would be a good way to do it. But then you got to pay for like schooling, and I don't know how much that was. I didn't look too much into it.
Right.
The girl's the way to do it easily. You find a good girl.
That's it. You're good.
That's fun. A lot more fun.
I saw that guy.
Little fly.
I thought you were gonna give it a kiss.
Nah, it's a fly.
Yeah.
So what are you up to on this trip now? You're here in New York. You took a little road trip with Joe Atkinson.
Yeah.
And you're here now, and you want to stay for a bit.
Kind of filming, making as much content as I can. We're kind of working on another issue of a magazine.
Tell us about it. What you got there?
Yeah, this is you've done Skip Boot magazine.
Yes, I was a large part of this. Ta-da! It was So
if you buy a copy, it'll be in better condition than this one, though. This one's been weathered.
If you care about it, you'll keep it with you. You'll see. You'll keep looking through it as much as possible. Show it to everyone you know, and it'll just look cooler and cooler.
So is this a Chicago-based magazine?
Yeah, Roy started it off because he'd always wanted to work on like some sort of artistic project, and he had all these photos saved up, and we wanted to release something for Windy City Riot, so we did that last year. It was a lot of fun to make it with him.
I didn't know you worked with Rory on that one.
Yeah, I did a lot of that. Well, yeah, like all of our names are at the back. So me, Steve, Jimmy, Roy, April and Dave all put it together.
Nice.
So are you shooting for another issue, like part of it? That's why you. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
With this big guy, or that's just for lifestyle stuff?
Well, so a lot of those the photographs, like on one of the first photos and the last photos, are shot with that camera. So
Labar?
Yeah, Labar 360 Soul on a super fancy rail at Ritz-Carlton.
You know what? If you don't mind,
Mm-hmm.
what I want to talk about, when I first met, I don't know when you first met Matthias, but when I did, during that trip in Chicago, you had really long hair, a really long beard.
Yeah.
It was like Forrest Gump style when he was running.
Yeah.
And you were wearing a big baggy suit, like with it was a blazer, a white button up, a tie, and the pants that matched. And you were like looking super little, and you were skating all around the city, like just having the most fun. There were all these people working, and they were like, look at them. They're not having fun. I'm having fun. And I was like, wow, what a interesting dude. This guy's the most fascinating dude. But one thing I noticed, like during that whole time, as long as I've known you, you've had like this super deep love and passion for rollerblading, and you like own that. And like, it's like, where does that come from, and where did you find that?
From good experiences. It just evolves the more you skate. You just meet more people, you get better connections, and you just keep having fun.
So through the community, huh?
Yeah, definitely. It's just, there's so many fun times that you'd miss if you don't go out and meet people. It's kind of boring to skate by yourself pretty often, but you get out and
you seem cool doing that, though. You seem okay with that.
Yeah, to a degree. Like, it's not as fun. You could go out, have fun at a park, skate from spot to spot and stuff, but yeah, I used to like it more. I noticed, like, you can't really. It's more fun to create with other people than opposed to just by yourself.
Totally.
Yeah. So
that's like the big part of it.
Yeah.
Just connecting with people on a
fun,
real fun level.
Really fun way. Yeah.
It's cool. I was just curious because like that's when, one of my first memories, I was like, wow, what a.
Yeah,
you were like,
suit.
yo, rollerblading is so fun. And I was like, damn, this is like inspiring,
Why were you wearing a suit? You just wanted to be class up the joint a little bit?
It kind of. I was like thinking like that's all business people kind of respect when they see like a suit and stuff, and they're like, oh, I guess you can do that and what I've got.
Were you skating around like the downtown area or something like that where people were working?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
exactly.
funny. Should just skate it through like the lobby of a building, like while people are coming out of work with like a briefcase, just blazing through everybody.
that I did want to do that.
You might as well have done it.
Yeah. I was in the zone there.
I also gotta ask you if you don't mind me bringing this up, but you did a little time in Cook County.
Oh gosh, this is a long story.
Do you not want to talk about it?
No, that's fine. No, that's funny.
So Cook County is a jail in Chicago. Yeah. It's notorious. Al Capone was there.
Ooh.
It's like a pretty.
It's just Rikers here. It's just jail.
Yeah, it's
Chicago.
Like, it's just jail.
It's there, Rikers.
Yeah, Cook County Jail.
What'd you do?
Skated.
We were skating.
So we were photographing at this. I was starting to like create images with like multiple industrial themes to them. Mm-hmm. I saw this cool industrial, all these lines, the patterns and stuff was just really interesting the way it's all built up. So I'm starting to photograph it, and I just pull in like this parking lot, and all of a sudden all these cops flood in, and I was skating with Jonah, and they do this.
Saber too?
Yeah, Jonah and Saber, both of them. They were in Chicago, and they'd always do this thing where if they got in trouble, they just say, I don't know, English, yeah. I don't know, it's okay. And I tried that, and it backfired as terribly as it could, because they just looked at me. They're like, no, you're definitely from here.
They believe
what
that.
Are you doing? And I'm just like, oh no. They're like, where's your friend at? And we just ended up getting arrested and spent the night in jail. and then got out and stuff, and then had a court date, went to the court date, had another court date, went to the court date, had another court date. And I said, I'm not coming back to the next one. Jesus Christ, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I've had enough. So then there's a warrant out for your arrest. So I'm driving back to the house, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, whoo, lights. Oh my gosh. Okay, now this car that I'm driving is worth $300. And the first thing I can think of is they're about to tow the car because there's a warrant out for my arrest. I'm going to jail, guaranteed. So that's $200 tow, $75 every day. It's impounded. So I think, how can I avoid this? And I thought, maybe a mile from my house. I thought, how far can you go with them pulling you over? And I just said, oh man, I'm just gonna try and play dumb in this situation again. So the cop like comes to the car, and
so you went all the way to your house?
He knocks on the window. Yeah.
You went all the way to your house.
You started a police chase.
Yes, I started a police chase. So like I get
cop style, straight up cop style.
It was ridiculous. It was.
And they got you at your house.
So you park in like the driveway.
Yeah, and they say, blah blah blah. They cut me off, and they said, "Why'd you do this?" And I was like, "Well, you guys are going to tow the car." And I said, "They're like, oh my gosh." And I was like, "Look, there's a warrant out for my arrest. You guys are about to arrest me either way. I just wanted to get the car to the house." And they're like, oh. And there were so many like factors in it. Like it was a slow speed police chase. And
you're going like 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, no, like the whole time I just followed all the like proper traffic safety rules and stuff.
Oh my God,
except
that's so fucking funny.
There's like 6 police behind me.
What?
Yeah, no, like
you had 6 police cars behind you.
Yeah, well,
No.
it's in the suburbs and stuff. They have nothing else.
But you
to
said
do.
it was only a mile away.
Oh, trust me.
They got 6 police behind you in a mile.
Yeah.
Was it maybe more than a mile?
No.
No. They got 6 cops on you in a mile in the suburbs.
That's quick.
They don't have anything to do in the suburbs.
Yeah, well,
they're just right there. Let's go.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
That must have looked so funny for people. Like,
and you're just
on the
still
street.
driving. You didn't slow down.
Oh, I was slowed. I was listening to Velvet Underground. Just playing. I was like, oh God, looking in the rearview mirror, so many cop lights and stuff. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. Using my turn signal and stuff. Yeah. I stop at the light.
Yeah, I was about to say,
and I remember I stopped at the light, and this cop, he goes, hey, get out of the car, get out of the car. He's like knocking on the window. And I look and I notice, I was like, oh shit. I hit the lock button. He goes, and he goes, and he lost it. And he goes, hey, he starts hitting the door.
You
I was
hit
like,
the lock button?
Yes. Like the door wasn't even unlocked.
He said get out of the car, and you hit the lock button.
Yeah, because I noticed
you
it
looked
wasn't
at him
even,
and you hit the lock button.
Yeah, I noticed the door wasn't even locked. That's the one time I was like, oh, this might not work. And I hit the button. And he's just like, he went ballistic. He's like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. He starts pulling the handle and stuff. I was like,
this is such a ridiculous story.
And then I go to like the side street, use my turn signal, turn.
Oh, he
like,
came up to you and tried to open you up before you got home?
Yeah, this was in the middle of traffic because I pulled up to a stoplight. I pull up to the
stoplight,
and then he comes up to the car, and he's like,
yes. No.
Yes.
I thought he did that in front of your house.
Oh, no. I get to my house, I finally pull the car in, and I just get on the road, get on the ground. Why are you doing this? And I start telling him, I was like,
did you get on the ground?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, they're going to get on the ground.
Yeah, they got to be aggressive with you at that point. They drag you out.
And then they put me in like the back seat, and they're like, what did he do? What can we arrest him for? And I was like, they're like, he used his turn signal. He stopped at the light. And they're just like, seriously, I sat in the back of the police car for like 20 minutes, them just flipping through the book, trying to find something to charge me with.
No way.
They turned it into disobeying a police officer and fleeing and eluding. And so I lost my license for like 6 months from that. And then they took me, here's the thing that also happened. They took me from Lake County to Cook County to the other county, which I forget what it is, Will County or something. But they transfer me in between each county because there were so many like different places that had offenses and stuff because it was all like spread out, and that part was pretty ridiculous. So I spent like a whole month in jail.
A month for that?
A month, yes.
What?
Because that's the maximum amount of time they'll hold you for. That was over like Christmas as well.
Oh,
so
man.
like that was
a month seems a little OD for that.
Yeah, well, I kept the car, so.
But that month, I remember like you telling me stories about like you were making like buddies in there, because I was always thinking like everyone, like I think at that time you had a big old beard.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you how tall are you? You're not a big tall.
Like 5'4".
You're like 5'4". You know, so you're not a big guy.
No.
You know, you're a white guy, light eyes, light hair. You had a big beard, and you're in Cook County Jail in Chicago, like, you know, one of the gang meccas of America.
Yeah.
Right. But I heard you were making some gangster friends.
Of course, they're all just in there for ridiculous stuff as well. Most of them are just like, this is fucking bullshit. I was smoking weed, now I'm in here. Fucking, I'm like, yeah, man, this place fucking sucks. Are you kidding me?
So like, yours wasn't the most ridiculous story being in there?
No. I probably had one of them. Every time I told the story, they're just like laughing. They're just like, this shit is crazy. Are you kidding me?
But I remember you told me they had a nickname for you in there.
Teasy, probably. Oh, no, Wayne. Yo,
Wayne,
oh, it's because Lil Wayne was so fucking popular. One of my friends, Brzezinski, was like, yo, he came up, he had like these long blonde dreads, and he goes, I'm the great white Wayne. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking ridiculous. So I'm in jail and stuff. I'm like, what's your name? I was like, Wayne. I'm the great white Wayne. And they're just like, oh my God, this kid did not just say this. I'm just like, yeah, what's up? And they're just like, okay, so I guess we're together here. Fucking everyone's stuck right now. It's like, yep, no, this is it.
That's funny, man.
This is one of the most ridiculous stories I heard on our show.
No, like, yeah, I'm not
so
yeah, no, like it's crazy too, because like there's not much entertainment. So as long as you know like songs or music, and like I just knew old Cash Money songs, and I'd like repeat those, or like old skate videos, Brian Shima's fucking Coup d'etat, Black Star, Respiration.
So you used to just rap?
Yeah, I just repeat all the fucking lyrics and stuff
to entertain the homies.
Yeah, and they're just like,
you were not
this kid actually has been knowing this stuff.
Yeah,
and it was so funny. Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, it was cool. And there were so many ridiculous stories. It was, if you're in jail for a month, a lot of things are gonna happen.
Yeah,
I remember waking up. So he had like all these nudie magazines.
Who your cellmate?
My cellmate and stuff. So I wasn't using like the showers or anything and stuff. And like,
you weren't showering?
Oh, I didn't want to fucking pretty up for fucking anyone, really. I'm fucking in there. Just my hair's fucked up and shit.
So you're not showering, you're smelling?
Like, pretty much, yeah. Like
that's not
pretty
a bad
much
technique,
right now and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, no one's gonna really.
Your celly's probably not stoked on that.
Not at all.
No.
He's like, you better get your ass in that shower and stuff. But like, the thing people do is like funny. They jerk off and stuff in the showers and stuff. Yeah. And so like I was like in the fucking shower. I'm just like, nah, dude, I'm fucking in and out of this shower as fast as fucking possible. I'm fucking gone. Yeah. And so like he's got these fucking magazines, and I'm like going to sleep, and I fucking wake up and I look at my pants. I'm like, oh shit, there's like this splash across them. I was just like, fuck. And I like wake up and I'm like, shit. It's like clearly there. I'm like, oh fuck. So I like get up and like 3 a.m. or something, and just like try to use the sink and like rub them off and like use the soap and stuff, and fucking, and I'm like fuck. And then I like wake up and stuff, and they're still wet and stuff.
Why are your pants wet? Just from wet dream?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like I've like,
yeah, because you totally have a wet dream in there. Like,
of course.
Yeah, you're not dealing, take care of business.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking have something eventually.
Right.
A month in there, fucking Christ. And so like I'm trying to wash my pants and stuff, and they're like not dry, and I'm like, I can't go on the fucking the main floor with wet pants. No. This is gonna be terrible and stuff. Look. So like I like the food comes at like 5 in the morning and stuff. I'm like, he's like, hey, get the food. I was like, no, not getting the food. I'm just like sitting in the bed and stuff.
You asked me to get the food for you?
He's like, I was like, we'd like trade off. He's like, it's your turn to get it. I was like, I am not getting the food. Nope. Yeah. And then like we fucking miraculously like fucking door fucking opens and stuff. And I look down. I'm like, oh my God, they're dry. And I was like, I made it. And like, I was like, walk out, and I'm just like, all right. So we play some chess and stuff, and fucking main floor. I was like, I fucking escaped that fucking situation. And we get back in the room and stuff, and then so he goes, yo, Wayne, I gotta ask you something. He's like, what the fuck were you doing at 5 in the morning? I was like, oh, dog, no, you don't want to know.
You couldn't even tell him?
He's like, no, I do want to know. I was like, no, you don't want to know. He's like, no, listen up. You're going to tell me what the fuck you were doing at 5 in the morning using the sink. I was like, okay, man, listen, like, you know, you got these like posters and stuff on the walls and stuff, and I've been in here for like a little bit now and stuff, and he's just like, oh, you had one of them freaky dreams. I was like, yeah. He's like, just use the shower. I was like, I'm not using the shower. I was like, I need out of this place. This is out of control.
Yo.
that was,
people in the chat are loving this episode, by the way.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. Yeah. So
that's one of the best ones. I'm sorry, excuse my French. It's one of the best stories.
There's more of those, man.
Dude, I remember one too. I don't mean to again, but like these are like the things like right when I met Matthias, like he told me these stories, but he did you worked on set with Waka Flocka once,
oh yes,
right?
Yeah. And
so he worked on set with Waka Flocka. And then I guess you had a moment where you and Waka like looked at each other and you said something to him, right?
I got to ask him, because I was like, man, what? Because like everyone like grew up doing like making meaningful rap music and stuff, and I felt like everyone in the industry was like trying to do things, and I was like, but Waka Flocka came in and like I felt like he nearly destroyed the thing, and it was just like, I don't give a fuck, I'm doing this, and I was just like, dude, I was like, Waka Flocka versus like Nas or something. I was like, what are you doing? And he's just like, I'm just making money. And I was like,
so that was what you asked him?
Yeah, I was like, what?
You went up to Waka Flocka and you said,
he was just right next to me.
But you were like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was like, dude, what? I was like, he's like, I'm just making money. I was like, you know what? Fair. I guess like you're doing what you want to. You're making money a fun way. You're not like putting like, he's bringing energy and excitement, which is good, but it definitely like it wasn't like positive music in the least, but it had a message. It had like he was bringing tons of emotion and stuff. And you know what? Not everyone's life is positive. Not everyone can speak on positive things. So you know what? He really kind of brought himself into it. So I actually respect him. Like the more like I started thinking about it, I was like, I'm just trying to make the best life for yourself. So like,
but that's cool that you asked him that though.
Yeah. He wasn't like pissed or anything that you said that to him?
No, I'm sure he's been asked that before too. It's like people like, come on, you don't think some old guys going up to him like, yo man, you know you kind of fucking up shit. Like you could be saying some positive things and shit. Of course that man heard that fucking like 1,000 times from a hell of people. He was just doing what he had to.
Yeah, I just think that's funny.
That is hilarious.
I didn't mean to bring up those two stories back there.
No, these are fucking funny ass stories.
Ones.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you know, I don't mean to, but yeah, you're just like, you know, since I met you, you've always been a very fascinating guy with like your perspective, and I've actually been inspired by it a lot. And like, you know, just the way you've approached things and the courage that it takes to be yourself, because you don't see many people who are themselves.
Yeah.
So
you seem like you have just like a.
I've always respected that about you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
People.
You seem like you have like a don't give a fuck attitude. You're just like, oh, whatever.
Smoked a lot of weed before. I stopped smoking, and I don't know. I never wanted to do like, even before I smoked weed, I just didn't want to do what other people were doing. I think a lot of that's from skating more than anything, because like skating really had that like rebellious, aggressive, like make something new, and it's just like everyone was doing like this and this, and like just, you know what it is? It's mind game. Like all the skate companies, they were like, let's make something unique, let's do something original. It's skating brought so many good values just to everyone's life who skates.
Totally.
So,
and to apply that in other areas is so like crucial.
There's incredible people that come from skating.
So tell us about like maybe you grew up in Chicago, like skating street in Chicago the whole time. Tell us about like the Chicago scene. How is it now? Like who like you grew up skating with? Maybe some influences.
Oh man, Mike Ireland, John Murakami, Rory Mellehan. Mike Ireland, you know, oh man, that kid.
I'm a huge Rory fan, by the way. I might be Rory's number one fan.
Number one.
I might be.
Damn. Yeah, Rory's sick.
Yeah,
he's got like some secret fans.
No, yeah,
he's got a lot.
He's
like
he's sick.
He's a major man. It was just great. Like there was like this amazing indoor park called Triple R, and it was just growing up every Friday night. Everyone links there, and it's just get all the energy you had like contained from fucking hating the entire fucking school week. And just everyone having so much fun and stuff. And I was just like, man, this is it. This is like all I ever want to do. Like just keep going out and having fun with the friends. Just fucking make some things. And we learned about videos, and we just wanted to like showcase like, and skating was like so popular at that time. You had like Brink and stuff. I was like, Aaron Feinberg was making like, it's just like, oh, this is it. You can do it and stuff. And it's just like, it's all we wanted. We're like, gotta throw fucking milkshakes in people's faces and just
be a badass.
Live it up. Yeah. It was fun.
That anarchist, rebellious aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strong in skating.
Totally. I want to say this to the people we have watching. We're going to, in a little bit, we're going to continue to talk to you, but I want you guys who are watching to, if you have questions for Matthias, to put them forth so we have them ready. Just so you know, if you want to put forth the super chat, we give half of our super chats to our guest. So if you have any questions, the super chats will come first.
Yeah, so far we have Ben Liborski. He says, I love this show. And Sean Michelson's at All Hell Jesus, get it, homie.
Yes. What up, Sean?
He donated a very specific number, $8.47.
Sick.
Is that significant in any way?
I think
if it was
that Dave Chappelle's new special based off
I think
of
it was $8.46.
$8.46. Okay.
So.
Thank you, Sean.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
shout out.
Yeah.
I mean, also you've another bit of inspiration I drew off you was you were always like, you know, I think we talked about your journey through Australia, but we didn't talk about like, you know, the aspect that your yoga practice played a part in that.
That was a big part of it. Yeah.
And you were like you were up there as like
health.
Like you and Rob G reminded me of like similar spaces in this like being deep yogis and things like that. So like I just remember like you helping me a lot with like my body and like your knowledge in this area. So like do you want to talk about like your journey through that for a bit?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to find ways to continue skating and stuff, and so I joined a gym. I just wanted to be better at skating because I don't know, I think everyone always feels like, oh, I'm not the greatest, there's challenges and stuff in life. So I don't know, skating's always kind of been like competitive, but I wanted to find like a new way to get like an edge on skating and be like even better and stuff. But so like I joined this gym and stuff and started doing yoga, doing some weight training and stuff because winter is hard. Actually,
yeah, definitely in Chicago. You guys get a cold
polar vortexes.
Yeah,
I was in.
They're like one of the few places that get it harder than
I was
in the States. Yeah,
I was in Detroit actually when that happened, and they actually have modern. So cheers to modern part.
The best place to be.
But like, every Wednesday.
Yeah, shout out modern.
Ooh, modern.
I think that a park that big is still
Detroit.
going.
Yeah,
indoor park that large. Yeah,
that legit. Yeah,
it's huge.
Man. George, Sean, James, everyone there keeps it amazing, man. Okay, so I just joined the gym and stuff, and truthfully I probably just did yoga because the girl was cute and I had a crush on her and stuff, and like
that'll do it.
It makes sense. But like I noticed like it helped, and like what happens like the first few times you like do like a real yoga class, your body like exerts so much and stuff, and you get like this insane high. It's just like you've like released all this like these toxins and stuff, because like your body, when you don't stretch it, like just like kind of has all this tension and stuff, and when you release that, you get like blood flowing into like new parts of your body, like oxygen comes back in.
I see that.
And at the end, you're just like, whoa, and you just feel like this insane like lift and stuff. I guess it happens like.
You could tell by the way you were like carrying yourself at that time. You were like
very loosey,
very loose, happy.
That makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's similar to like runner's high from like marathons and stuff like that. You just get this massive amount of oxygen taken in. And so the thing that annoyed me though the most is that she'd say, I'd look at other things that are similar to yoga. I'd look at skating. And I was like, we're doing Mizus. This is the exact same thing as a warrior stance, except you're bringing momentum into it. You're pushing off. I was like, warrior left, warrior right, skating, 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 warrior, warrior, warrior. She's just like, no, it's a sacred practice. It's this way, that way. And I was just like, okay, yeah. But breakdancing, way more complex moves. Gymnastics, way more complex moves. And she just didn't want to hear it because she's into the spiritual side.
Yeah, how the spirituality just tied in. So you were never into that aspect, but more just like the aspect of the health. And
yeah, well, it's spiritualities. I don't know about all that. My dad is super religious and stuff. So I just think that there's so much out there that as long as you're like living to help other people, you treat everyone as like a god, then just give respect. That's really just all.
It's not hard, is it?
Religion.
Yeah.
No.
I think that like each religion can respect that.
Yeah, that's just kind of the most basic, simple thing. Beyond that, I'm good. So, but yeah, so I was really upset that she had this idea about has to be done this way. And then I'd studied like this other guy, Simon Borg-Olivier, and the contortion that he could do was just mind-blowing. And since I was getting into yoga, seeing the things he could do, I was like, I have to meet this guy. This guy's, if I get to Australia, I want to meet him. So I spent like...
This is like the king yogi in Australia.
No, this is like one of the world king yogis.
Oh,
like this guy studied under Iyengar, who westernized yoga altogether.
What's his name?
Iyengar is...
No, the guy who you went to see.
Simon Borg-Olivier.
Simon Borg-Olivier.
Yeah, he's... You'll be surprised when you see him.
And Iyengar is the guy that brought it to the West.
Yeah. He westernized everything. He was like in some super school and stuff and just said, all right, I'm going to bring this to the world. And he sure did. So Simon was the first person who'd studied and even brought yoga to Australia. So it was like really, and he goes to like all chats and conferences and stuff, and it was crazy. So I finally got to meet him, and the instant thing he said, so you've got your own practice. He said, you've brought yoga to an athletic level. He said, you don't really need to practice yoga. You have your own practice. You just need to follow that. He goes, these poses that you hold on a rail, they're very similar to yoga poses, but there's no way I could do this. He said, this is your practice. This is great. And I was just like, I won.
You worked to get to the top of the mountain. You got to the final boss, and then he said, you've had it all along.
So was he saying you don't need
the key
yoga?
has been within the whole time.
This is like Mortal Kombat when you meet
No,
like
this is like that deep message in
was.
like one of the Karate Kid movies.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
No, it's very true.
That's crazy. Like you do all this, the discipline to get, because if you ever seen him practice yoga, he did like really impressive stuff. And so to get to that level, to meet that guy, and then him be like, oh, but blading is super.
That's your
it's practice in and of itself. That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool to just like get that from him. So
totally.
How did that change your skating during that time?
A lot of people said like my style kind of improved. I felt like a little bit more limber and stuff, but I think you can kind of overdo it as well.
Overdo yoga? Like too much of it?
Well, because they're not taking on the same. They're doing the poses and stuff, but they're not bringing the same force into those poses and stuff. So I think if you are too flexible, it's similar and stuff, but it's not going to like hold itself in. I think skating is what's going to make you good at skating.
Yeah.
You can use weights and you can use resistance, and you can do all these things, but skating itself is going to be the actual thing that really makes you good at skating.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could do like that resistance training, all that like jumping, like practice, but like the practice in and of itself is
the key that
that's
you
the key.
really need to practice.
The answer's right there.
It's going to be similar. It's not going to be exactly that. But it's still good to have like those edges and stuff, of course, because
the different perspectives.
Yeah.
And
I think if I put anything that would be super similar, it'd be probably rock climbing, gymnastics, and obviously parkour. Those things I think are the 3 best things.
Yeah, you've been big on rock climbing for a while.
It's just super fun.
Yeah.
We climbed that one wall in Copenhagen. That was a lot of fun. Saw that photo.
You're a climber?
No, I have a bad shoulder I was working on, but like he had a bad shoulder issue too that he helped me work through, and I still have shoulder issues, but he had like similar like
yoga.
He was telling me that like the climbing the rock walls like really help your shoulder.
Yeah,
so
it's like constant. It's motion. Yoga actually restored my shoulder. I will completely give it that, because I noticed that when I broke my elbow, that one of the things you have to do, like what happens is your joints will calcify if you're not using them. And so what happened with my shoulders, I dislocated it so many times. There was an actual chip on the shoulder. And so I'd get into this point and then it just drop out. And so I was able to start.
That's kind of like what I had.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
I was able to use the weight of the floor to hold it and then start doing snow angels. And it was getting that motion and
snow angels like this. He had me in snow angels like this and snow angels like this. And those were.
It completely changed.
Basic.
It.
Yeah.
It's weird the different things you have to do to like strengthen specific parts of your body.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think a shoulder would fuck up your skating, but it's fucking huge.
Everything.
Yeah, everything is affected.
You learn that.
You're using your whole body, which actually.
Of course you know.
Swimming also uses your whole body.
Swimming.
I think.
Yeah, swimming.
Ryan Arnold was a super champion swimmer. I think that's probably one of the reasons.
That's one of the best athletes there is.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons he has so much control, beyond just the sheer determination and fact of that he loved skating so much, was that he had so much control over everything from so much swimming.
I trained swimming for a while, and it's like, for me, it's like super hard, but like, yeah, like people who are strong swimmers are like super athletes. Like you can see them and you're just like, wow, that's, I think we should open it up for questions right now. We've had a good
let's
talk.
Get into questions.
Yeah, let's get some questions. We do apologize for the sound. There's a firework trend going on in the world right now, and Harlem World is going off right now.
We're in the middle of Harlem, and
Ray just donated $20 so he could use the bathroom. So we're gonna open up the questions in a second. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat right now. We want to give a shout out to Hip Bomb.
Yes,
while we're here. Go to hipbomb.com. Use code JumpStreet. Get 15% off your entire order. Hipbomb.com. Oils, all that good stuff.
If you're like
CBD
me and
stuff.
if you have bad ankles, bad legs,
100% organic CBD. Rub it on. You're good to go.
Rub it on. And if you want to save 15%, use our code JumpStreet on the thing, and they do free samples. Check them out. Hitbomb.com. HITBALM. Hitbomb.com.
Does the CBD get you like kind of loopy and like weed does?
Ryan's? No, it's not supposed to.
It's completely non-psychoactive.
Okay.
That's why Austin wouldn't do it if it was.
Okay.
That's not Austin's style.
Yeah, I don't smoke weed, but I'll use the CBD stuff, and I have been using it a lot.
Okay, so I got a question here from
you got it
our friend Ray.
Sick.
And it says, how did skating influence your art? Because do you want to speaking of your art, do you want to show us what we have right here?
We've got
and let's talk about
my 8x10 camera. This is the camera. World see it? Y'all see it?
Put it like right here.
Okay, that's cool. Cool idea.
Okay.
You gotta put the mic to your face though too, so
just switch these around.
Because people might have seen you with this thing at certain events or contests. That's good. This thing is a beast. We're just dropping everything
this
right
thing
now.
is a beast.
All right, we're done. Mic check. All right.
Okay, we're done.
Walk us through this beast real quick, because you have been carrying this thing around, and it's clearly heavy and big and bulky. Yeah. Why do you choose to use this thing?
It's got a huge thing on the back like this.
Let's show that. It's because it's film. It's the largest quality commercial film available.
Largest quality commercial film available for you photographers out there.
There's larger sheets of film, but like it's.
So that's the whole size of the film?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's an 8-inch by 10-inch piece of film, and the thing with film is you're gonna get more.
You gotta talk a little bit into the mic at least.
You're gonna get a more vivid quality when you use a larger sheet of film. You're able to zoom into it more. You're able to get more through the film grain, because there's actual more grain in a sheet of film that's this size. And the thing that's happening now is I've printed it analog because I always wanted to do that. That's amazing. But what's so great about just film in general is it merges incredibly with digital. And as digital cameras are created, you can use those to photograph the film. So you have a photo you take in, you've got it on the computer screen. That's your photo. You could take a photo of that computer screen and with a higher resolution camera and get a higher resolution picture of the screen. But with the film, you're actually getting the film. So you could take maybe 10 photos of the film, and then you could do that also with the screen, but you've got pixels and stuff like that. You're not actually getting the beauty of the film grain itself. So I just think like in the future, when everyone's walking around with like 100 megapixel camera, you're able to take a picture of your film, and then you've got a 100 megapixel image. You've got an actual physical product that's tangible. So it's just gonna completely continue to elevate with digital. It's not like a digital versus film. They merge together. Granted, it's more work, it takes longer, but if you've got some patience, you're gonna have something that's gonna be around forever.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and it's unique.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
The lenses are extremely sharp and the detail is incredible, but it's worth the difficulty of using. I just think every camera has its own quality, and it's interesting to find ways to merge those qualities together. So a lot of things that I've been doing recently is just using multiple formats and bringing it into a larger format like this. I think it's just a medium I'm completely obsessed with, because it's limitless, really. That's the main reason I shoot with it, is because there's not a point where you can't stop working with the image. You could do absolutely anything with it because it's so
much detail.
Yeah.
It's crazy that you could make a 8x10 large format camera like this somewhat portable enough to carry it around and like bring it to events or skate sessions and shit.
That was very difficult to figure out.
Yeah. Look at this thing.
Yeah, I never seen anything like this.
Just learning to shoot with it handheld alone was...
Handheld?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The shot I took of Monterey, all of these photographs in here, in this magazine, are shot handheld. You just load up the film. It's like an X-ray.
You didn't see him walk around with this at the Pope-Off last year?
I did, yeah.
It's crazy.
Set up.
There you go.
And you shoot.
Yeah, there you go.
That's sick.
But your arm gets tired.
Wow.
Now it gets strong.
You get strong. Oh, there you go. That's a good answer. That's all that yoga. The strong shoulder right there. We're gonna move on to the next question. We have a question from Vince Cruising. If you could film a section in any destination with any cinematographer, where would you go? Who would you want to film the section?
Dylan Davis.
Dylan Davis? All right, put that back and then you could talk on the mic again.
Here you go. I got you. You can put it here, Matthias.
Oh, you're carrying something. Oh, the headphones. Don't start this again. Just put it back over here.
It's okay. I'll move this. There we go.
We can't have another chain reaction like we did before. There's too many casualties.
Cool.
It's just a shaky table. That's all. Yeah.
Shaky tables, heavy equipment.
So Dylan Davis, huh?
That man is so good at filming.
Yeah.
Him and Malcolm.
Is he still skating?
Malcolm's so
That's
good.
the reason I chose him, because he's not really skating.
Malcolm is
you know,
so
if you
good.
could, that's like if you could choose someone. Oh, Malcolm's amazing at filming.
So you grew up skating with those kids then, I guess, at Chicago. Kinda?
He was in the generation like a little above.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. But like once they started skating, I was like, oh, these kids are super sick. I'm gonna skate with them as much as I can.
Yeah.
So it was like just great to be with them.
Kevin Lubovich said,
"Oh, Kevin Lubovich.
Lubovich, were you part of the Franco Shade team?"
Yes, definitely.
Really?
That was
I didn't
amazing.
know that.
Yeah, I won
Really?
that competition they had. Yeah, me, Clement Bacou, and Jeremy Soderberg. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they chose us three. That was great. They sent us, Joe Navarone and Arlo sent us so much product. That was out of control. Like, we'd open up the boxes and it'd just be packed with every shirt, every color, just all the. That was so crazy.
I can picture you rocking some
That
heavy Franco
was
Shade shit.
So crazy. That was great. That was a fun time. That was probably one of the most fun times.
That's awesome.
Ever. Yeah. They put out that Quitters Never Lose section, and yeah, a lot of they were looking more for lifestyle, and a lot of people didn't add that in
Yeah,
the
they were
videos.
trying to like blend it, right?
Yeah,
they had like the
because-
breakdancer guys, and well,
Well,
that's the way you do it, you know. How you-
That's part of it. But if you look at like the old FP videos and stuff, all the old skate videos, it's not, well, a lot of it was just like clip, but the FP videos specifically had so much lifestyle in it
lifestyle's huge
and stuff, and yeah,
That's how you do it.
you gotta bring that in.
You gotta bring it.
otherwise,
You can't win hearts and minds.
yeah. No.
All right, let's do one or two more questions.
Yeah, by
I
the
know
way-
we've been keeping you up all night.
Sean Michelson also said that $8.47 was for the area code 847.
Oh, Joey Scanella. Thank you, Joey Scanella. Ray Mendez.
Dang, that makes sense. I didn't even.
He didn't get down to that.
Code.
Some
Okay.
some
yeah,
guy typing
we're
stuff
definitely
said-
on 847.
Sean Michelson. Nobody cares.
Some guy typing stuff says leather jacket or jean jacket. Choose only one.
Leather. I'm wearing it.
You're wearing it right now.
Yeah,
Boom.
of course.
How did you end up getting a mini part and teach them well?
I just flew out there. I just got to skate with them.
You just told them I'm going to have a section.
I've met some. I think I met like Brett or something, and he was just filming, and I was just like, let's have some fun. And we got some clips, and then he's like, yeah, Connor's down to skate. Let's go skate with Connor. And I was like, cool. So skate with Connor a bit, and just stayed with him for a week. That was a lot of fun too.
That was a wild video.
That was a long time ago, man. Yeah,
That was probably like almost 15 years ago already.
probably
Maybe a little less. Maybe like 12.
11 or 12.
Yeah.
But still, that's up there. I was like 18 then or something. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I remember.
We're skating. Stayed with Connor. Connor's a fucking wild boy too.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
wild.
Well, he was just starting to go to college, so he had everything pretty under control. But he'd had people over like the entire summer and stuff, and it was like about time for him to go to college, and his mom had just like had enough and stuff. But that was awesome, because then like Connor's like, well, just go stay with Quinn, and Quinn has like the biggest house I've probably ever been to. And,
Feldman?
yeah, his house was just incredible. And it's like, okay, this is cool. And then
Sure, I'll stay at a
chill
mansion in
out.
Southern California.
Exactly. I was like, wow, this is cool. We're gonna go skate. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go. Oh man.
Cool.
Well, dude, hell yeah.
But then again, look where we're at.
Yeah. no,
This
it's beautiful.
place, Ray's place.
Ray's place.
Mm.
Well, Matthias, it's been nice talking to you. Do you have any words of wisdom you would like to impart onto the community or people, your peers?
Have fun. I think everyone knows that, though. It's kind of obvious.
Some people don't know that,
Right.
though. You might think some people know that. Some people don't know that.
They forget. I don't know.
Well, it was a pleasure having you on.
It was.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks to Ray for letting us use Parlor Studios again.
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
We'll be skating this week and tomorrow too. Yeah. Actually, the session. Everyone else, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.